not as bad as I thought it would be, granted.
I'm telling you, this place is a classic. Wait until you taste the menus. What was it that you ordered again?
Squid griffinata.
Sublime.
I'm just going to nip to the meal.
Right you are, boss.
Doc. Doctor. Yeah, nice redecorating, Doc. Now what the hell's going on?
Who are you? What are you doing in my TARDIS?
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I was looking for the doctor.
Yes, that's me. Congratulations, you found what you were looking for. Now who are you?
I'm...
Oh God, are you a fan?
I'm your friend. I travel with you and Alice. You're a woman?
Sir, I have never seen you before in my life.
What happened to you?
Stand still, please. I'm scanning you. Interesting. The TARDIS, being as it is four-dimensional, does appear to recognize you. Perhaps you're not lying.
Wait. Are you the Doctor's past self?
It would appear so. From your point of view, anyway. Now that we've got that unpleasantness out of the way, perhaps you could introduce yourself?
Private Edmund Lee, ma'am. Previously of the USS Starship Venus.
Charmed. What's a handsome man such as you doing at this restaurant?
I was having dinner with my girlfriend.
Pity. Well, nice to meet you. I'd best be...
What's happening? Where are we going?
Not a clue. I suppose we'll find out when we get there. Oh well, tally-ho!
Hey there, old man. Where you off to?
Oh, you know, just taking a stroll. I find the night air rather refreshing, don't you?
Oh, is it?
Quite.
Well, how's about you hands over your phone and your wallet and nobody has to get hurt?
Well, it's certainly a well-thought-out offer, but I'm afraid I shall have to decline.
You what?
I said no.
You want to fight, old man? What? Batty boy. Hey, boys. Old man thinks he can take us.
No, please. Well, that wasn't polite at all now, was it? How about you say sorry?
No, what you doing, you maggot? Kisses your stuff before I eat you again.
I'm not particularly fond of the idea of fighting you chaps.
Yes, ma'am.
There are 3 of you, and 1 of me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure the NHS could handle 3 casualties.
And now, gentlemen, like your manners, I must leave you. Toodle pipski.
Three young men were discovered gravely wounded this morning. CCTV shows they were attacked by a man they were trying to mug. Police are urging possible witnesses to come forward immediately. In other news, Broadchurch continues to take the nation by storm.
So the TARDIS has tracked the signal of this so-called vigilante,
So we're gonna stop him?
Well, the TARDIS usually knows what it's doing. Sort of. So it would seem that's the idea. What I want to know is, why?
What?
Well, I deal with alien matters. Not the slightest bit interested in what you lot get up to, killing each other.
Us lot? What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying, I wouldn't usually interfere.
Never stopped you before.
Yes, well, who knows what I'll be in the future. Well, I suppose you do. But nevertheless, if the TARDIS has brought us to this, then there must be something worth our time. Maybe he's actually an alien psychopath. Oh, I do hope so.
If you could not sound so pleased about the idea of a creepy murderous alien on the loose, that would be great, Doc.
Yes, sorry. Did rather get ahead of myself there.
So, what do we do now?
Well, we should certainly endeavour to investigate. Perhaps a visit to the local police station might throw some clues our way. Let me see. I'll be Detective Inspector Joan Smith from Scotland Yard. You can be Sergeant... What was the name again?
Lee. Edmund Lee.
Lee? Is that of the Ohio Branning Lees circa 51st, 52nd century? Planet Kara. Beautiful little colony. Although I was fairly certain no one survived.
No, I'm not from Kara.
Regardless, Lee. L-I... It is a bit too futuristic. We'll go with Lehman. Sergeant Edmund Lehman.
Sounds... okay.
Right then, off we go.
This is Gerald Arthur Hampton. I am your vigilante. Tonight, and every night hence, one shall die who is unworthy of life. The violent scum, the thieves, the wife-beaters, the murderers, rapists and fraudsters will meet their ends. To the police, I am doing your work. You have failed to clear these villains from the streets, and so I have been left with no choice. 24 must die before this can end. This will continue until I am dead. And now, Gerald, it is time.
Does somebody want to explain to me why it's been 24 hours since the attack and we've still not made one arrest?
It's not that simple, Commissioner. We don't have any information on the perpetrator. We have no idea who it is.
Listen, I get it. I really do. It's just a stressful time and faith in the police is at an all-time low. Just do your best, Sergeant.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what have we got?
Sir?
Yes, Cartwright?
Pathology report. The victims had a small burn above their collarbone.
So?
Some kind of logo, an eye.
An insignia, perhaps? Maybe our new vigilante sees himself as a real-life Batman, Sergeant.
We don't have the manpower to deal with this. The inspector is off sick and we...
Scotland Yard is sending us an inspector, Sergeant. Apparently he's the best they've got.
Yes, she is.
Inspector?
Inspector indeed. Smith. Joanne Smith. Was gonna be Joan, but I feel the extra N-E really adds to the character, don't you? This is Sergeant Edmund Lehman.
All right, Governor.
No, don't do that.
Ma'am, we don't need another sergeant. I'm perfectly...
Nonsense. I never travel anywhere without him. Isn't that right, Lehman?
Yes, ma'am.
Splendid. Now, what have we got?
Inspector Smith, I'm Commissioner Teddy Strickland. I've been assisting with the case whilst we awaited your arrival. I must ask, what happened to Inspector Frost? We were informed the Met were sending Inspector Frost.
Yes, Frost. He got snowed in.
It's June.
Quite. Funny, isn't it? Now, what have we got?
I'll leave the Ward to explain.
Okay. Victims aged 19 and 23. Believed members of the Al Capone gang. Not nearly impressive as they sound. Bunch of kids nicking purses and wallets for a few quick bob. Nothing particularly special. But these two... well, it looks like their victims fought back. Critical injuries to their face, neck and spine. 3 broken ribs.
Which one?
Both of them. That's the odd thing. Both of them sustained exactly the same injuries, even down to the bruising. And there's more.
Go on.
They were both branded with the image of an eye.
Interesting. Not your garden variety mugger. CCTV?
Well, the culprit was male, middle-aged at least.
Sergeant, message just come through. Audio file. He's made contact.
Well, play it then. Play it!
This is Gerald Arthur Hampton. I am your vigilante. Tonight, and every night hence, one shall die who is unworthy of life. The violent scum, the thieves, the wife-beaters, the murderers, rapists and fraudsters will meet their ends. To the police, I am doing your work. You have failed to clear these villains from the streets, and so I have been left with no choice. 24 must die before this can end. This will continue until I am dead.
Jolly fellow.
Brian, Christ!
Brian? What the devil are you talking about?
Not a clue. Ask yourself.
Oh my.
I know that voice.
Me too.
Oh?
Gerald Hampton, husband of a murder victim. Her body was found in the canal last year. Never caught the man who did it. He's been sending a letter a week ever since, demanding we reopen the investigation.
And?
And what?
Did you reopen it?
Well, no. There was no new evidence, no leads, nothing. Far as we could tell, she'd been killed by a mystery attacker, probably after her purse, and then chucked in the canal.
And you just did nothing.
We'd exhausted our investigation. We had nothing.
And there was no hint of alien involvement? No lights in the sky, funny meteors, a smell of rotten egg?
Egg?
Rotten egg. Smell of your garden variety space raider.
I'm sorry.
Nope, I'm out. Sorry, I can't get involved with a silly human matter. The TARDIS was wrong. Bye-bye.
Doc, we can't just...
Come on, Edmund. Home time.
I'm not going anywhere until we find the man who did this.
There are bad people in this world, Edmund. Evil monsters who lurk in the night and pounce at the innocents for no reason other than because they can. Dark shadows that move unseen and only spring out when they see someone vulnerable, someone they can destroy. Whoever this Gerald Hampton is, he chose to try and fight these monsters, to go against the laws of his planet, to go against what is accepted and attack the shadows. What sort of person would do that?
You, Doc.
Exactly, and one of me is quite enough.
So doesn't that mean we have a duty to stop him before it goes too far? Before he starts attacking innocent people?
Fine.
Are you two even aware that you're in a room full of people?
Yes, I find if I just forget about them, they go away.
So where to now, Doc?
I suppose the scene of the crime would be a good place to start.
What in the name of sanity just happened?
Please, Ricky, I want to go home.
We're staying in the club, Doc. My friends are all here, and I'm not going to let a little tart like you show me up.
Get lost.
Don't speak to me like that.
Hitting women. Very impolite. Does someone need a lesson on manners?
Where do you come from, old man?
Irrelevant. Now, are you going to apologize to this young lady?
You what? Who the hell do you think you are?
Oh dear. I can see we're going to have an issue here, aren't we? I tell you what. Let's make a little deal, shall we? You apologize, go inside, and leave this charming young flower alone. In return, I won't rip your heart from your chest.
Ha ha!
10.
You're counting down, are you? What you
9.
think you're gonna do, mate? You've got nothing.
8. 7. 6. 5. 4.
Wait!
3.
No!
2. 1.
I'm sorry, I'll just go in. Just leave it, man.
Oh, I'm afraid you're out of time. You have to answer before the clock runs out. One less villain to fight. Exit queue.
So this is where those hoodlums had their heads kicked in.
Doc, please! A little compassion?
For villains like them.
Remember that we're hunting an even bigger villain.
I know. Now, this is interesting.
What?
The colouring of this blood. It's red. Perfect vermilion red. In fact, it's human blood. Why is it human blood? Why am I even here?
Doc.
I don't do human detective work. I'm not a policeman, or a policewoman for that matter, so why am I here? What the heck is going on?
Doc!
I mean, I expected to find some trace of alien involvement. Usually, when I allow myself to become involved, it turns out to be an alien. But this, it's so Domestic.
Doctor!
Yes?
The killer. He's currently on the roof of the Savoy.
Ah, brilliant. Did you work that out from the traces of the killer's blood on the pavement? A psychic tracer. Ingenious. Never would have thought you capable, dear. Frankly, it's amazing you even had a quasimetrosilitate to hand. They're not exactly cheap, are they?
Doctor, I read it on Twitter.
Oh, of course you did. Ruddy Twitter. Go on then, TARDIS, now.
Not yet. This is too soon. 24 must die. 24 must die.
Gerald Hampton, the building is surrounded. Please put your hands above your head and stay calm.
No, not now. You haven't let me finish. Stay back. Is that all you've got? Listen to me. Commissioner, my wife was killed. Stabbed 24 times in the chest. 24! And you said it was a robbery gone wrong. All over this city, there are villains. Evil people taking advantage of the kind, honest folk. People like you, Commissioner. Like me. Like my wife. She didn't die for her purse. She died because some sick excuse for a human being got a cheap thrill from watching her pain 24 times.
Gerald, stop! Listen to me. You're not alone. I know how you feel.
Where did you come from? Stay back.
Okay.
All of you, put your hands in the air. Exit the box with your hands up.
Oh, great. The cavalry is here.
Ignore them, Gerald.
This is your last chance. Hands in the air, now.
Oh, for the love of... Hold on a sec.
What did you do?
Please!
What did she do?
I placed a stasis field around us all.
They're all frozen.
No, they're just moving on a different time frame to us. Each second to us is a nanosecond to them. Gives us time for a chat, while they don't even know what's happening.
Just smile and nod. No one expects you to understand.
Ah, so relative to us, they're frozen. And relative to them, we're moving at the speed unfathomable to the human eye.
Precisely. You're brilliant.
Surprised? Yes. People often are. Just a mild little old man, that's me. I couldn't possibly cause trouble. Ha!
You're a genius. You know people. You can predict things normal people can't. Listen to me, Gerald. I want to make a deal with you. I'll tell you a story, and if you can tell me how it ends, I'll go on, and we'll leave you to carry on this madness. If not, you give yourself up. Let the police deal with the crimes from now on.
Ha! Done.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a little boy. His home planet was blown up, people dead. Just him and his dad survived. A young man and his boy. They joined the army. His dad wasn't a father anymore, though. He was a soldier. A hardened warmonger, no better than the madman who destroyed their lives in the first place. The boy grew up and joined the cause, same as his dad. But he fell in love. In love with a beautiful woman. Who fought her cause with science and brains. Their love was forbidden, and in an attempt to end the war so they could be together, she became a beast. The boy's dad made him watch whilst he brutally killed the woman he loved in cold blood. That boy held his beloved in her arms. She breathed her last breath as his father, the man who stole his love from him, stood over him, proud of what he'd done. What do you think happened next?
Revenge killings are easy. Not justified, but easy. I'm in the same place as that boy, betrayed by those I trusted, and no doubt he did the same as I. Destroyed his betrayers, stood up for the cause, became the monster to fight it.
Wrong.
Oh.
I am the boy. And I learned that day that battles are best fought with stories. Learn from your pain and suffering, and teach others how to prevent it from happening again.
I have to do something.
Your wife was killed, and that's horrible, it really is. But wouldn't it be better to help the people who become the killers before they do? Don't just cut the leaves, kill the roots. Attack the source with your story, and only then can the pain be stopped.
And does it?
Stop? No, not really. But it fades. You may even love again, Gerald. I have.
It's time, Gerald. Make a decision. The field is decaying. Time is catching up with itself.
Maybe. Very well. I'll turn myself in, and let my story be one to learn from.
Final warning! Fire in 1, 2...
I surrender. In the name of my wife, I surrender.
Hey. You're doing the right thing, Gerald.
Come on, Edmund. Let's go. Well, that was impressive. I can see why I have you around.
I think you'll find it's me who chooses to be with the doc.
Oh, I bet. If it wouldn't break the law of time and cause a million paradoxes, I'd have you travel with me for a while longer.
I got that dinner to get back to. Well, I would have if you hadn't destroyed the restaurant.
Ah, yes. Hang on. Glass reassembled. Go enjoy your dinner.
Later, Doc.
See you in another life.
Back. Everything all right?
Alice, you are not gonna believe what's just happened to me.
One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back.